Everything we know, all objective truth, can be broken down into what mathematicians refer to as axioms, which are logical statements that are accepted as true as they cannot be broken down any further, such as 1 + 1 = 2. And from this, we can derive arithmetic, hence addition. Repeated addition yields multiplication, repeated multiplication yields exponentiation. And from there, we already have a simplified basis for algebra. And if everything is built on these logical statements, then every further step must make sense as well, right? So that everything works out nicely. Well, actually, in 1931, a mathematician and logician named Kurt Gödel showed that if you were to map out all properties of any axiomatic system, such as algebra or arithmetic or geometry, then eventually you would reach a paradox and would arrive at conflicting, contradictory results. So essentially, what this dictates is that there are gaps in logic, literal gaps in logic, which almost makes no sense if you think about it, yet it's true. And it's results like these, surprising yet elegant, that mathematicians and aspiring mathematicians, such as myself, value highest. All right. So from this speech, I hope to help you acquire a greater appreciation of mathematics and understand what it serves to our status as progressive beings by giving an outline of its culture and my connection with this culture. So what is mathematics? Mathematics is typically, well, often defined as the study of structure, space, quantity, and change. And I say often because there is no generally accepted definition of mathematics. And in fact, there are whole fields devoted to defining what mathematics is. Not what the math is, but what mathematics as a whole is. One of these would be the philosophy of mathematics. And the reason for this is that mathematics as a study is so broad and abstract and pure. So you might wonder, how do mathematicians decide what to focus on? And when considering that, the question that comes to mind is our understanding of math a linear progression, so that each new development is more complex and abstract than the last? And hence, mathematics is essentially becoming less accessible to the general population. But this is not the case. Mathematics is more open now than it ever has been. And seemingly simply stated results are still being proven today. For example, in the last 40 years, only in the last 40 years it was proven that you need at most 4 colors, or you only need 4 colors to shade a map, so that no 2 adjacent countries share the same color, which is seemingly a simple sounding result. But so then if that's not the model by which mathematical progress is made, you might assume that the opposite is true, that mathematicians are a bunch of isolated individuals working on disjoint fields and focusing only on what their immediate results are entailing. But no, this is also not the case. Mathematicians are very up to date and aware of current research being done, and almost all results in math have repercussions outside of the immediate finding. But why do people pursue mathematics? This I can only answer personally. So I was drawn to mathematics because for 2 main reasons. Because it possesses a sense of beauty. What? Beauty? In math? Oh, yes, math is actually very beautiful. A few years ago, I came across a result that essentially turned me on to math. To the iPad +1 = 0, a result by Euler. And this result so simply and beautifully ties together the 5 most important numbers. And it seems almost too beautiful. How can anything that's like this logical be like so artistic? It seems to like almost give insight into the depths of logic itself. People have gone so far to say that this is a proof of God, which okay, I wouldn't go that far, but it is very beautiful. And the second reason being that mathematics, I guess, essentially marks our advancement as a species. Because every mathematical result, even an abstract and one that seemingly has no applications, marks a triumph in itself, as the finding entails that humans as a species collectively know more than we did prior. So, in conclusion, I hope that from my speech you have maybe acquired a greater understanding and appreciation for mathematical culture, and maybe you will no longer consider math as just another subject in school that you have to get out of the way. All right, thank you.